in now additional resource from the state side, and we're going to be moving to take over that part of the operation to make sure we can get this information out much more quickly and respectfully to these families that need to hear the information about their loved ones who have been lost or unlocated.
So you're actually bringing in people from the state to help out?
Absolutely. We've moved troopers off the shifts tonight. We're bringing our drug control people brought in this morning as we saw the beginning of this frustration to make sure that we were pushing that information. And by tomorrow morning, we'll have beginning the process to get solid information out to folks. It's almost like the enormity of this tragedy is just getting on folks here. Everybody's been so focused on finding folks and recovering quickly that now as we see the enormity of it, it's very important to get this information out, and we're bringing in a lot of resources to get that done, and we hope by early tomorrow morning we'll begin to get those numbers out.
John King was talking to a family who, a neighbor saw their child die and being taken away. They believe he's at the morgue, but they're being told they can't go to the morgue to find him or to look. Shouldn't people be able to go and at least, if there's bodies in the morgue, be able to look and see if their loved one is there?
Yeah, unspeakable tragedies like this make a lot of stress on everybody, and that's why bringing in the additional resources, moving this process forward much more quickly. We spotted that as a need. That's why we're bringing these folks in. Of course, families need to see their loved ones. Of course, they need to go beyond what's a rumor to figure out whether their 12-year-old is alive or dead. Of course, they need that capacity, and we're going to press forward to make sure that they get that access and get people moving in there in the coming hours.
There's also our Harris Huffington found, which is a kind of a different set of concerns, a line of 500 people waiting to get permits to be allowed to go back to their own home. Or these new workers from the state, will they be able to help out? Do you think speed that up?
We will, but I think it's really important to get through. We found 2 people yesterday, and I think they're with the dogs to continue to get some hits in some areas. I think there's a lot of people.
So that's part of that concern.
Yeah,
that's part of that delay.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to make sure you get the debris field completely cleared. And we also with our National Guard, we have not had problems with property missing or people committing crimes, and we've had the solid rule of law here. What is here is going to be here when people come back. That's why I called up the MP brigades. That's why we brought extra troopers in here. That's why we've made sure that people know their goods are safe here. There's nobody going to come in here and take anything. We're in the show me safe, but we're not in the take me safe.
The number yesterday was put out by one unnamed official of 1,500 unaccounted for. Is there going to be a more accurate number put out at some point?
Yes, there will. By tomorrow morning, our folks will have a more accurate number. That number will be smaller than that. As the day's gone on, as we cross-checked the lists that were there were a number of inaccuracies in those lists, and we didn't want to release inaccurate information. We're checking folks off that list. That number will be substantially hundreds smaller than that number. We've had good news in the sense that as we've gone through it, we've been able to identify some folks that they didn't see beforehand. The bottom line is by early tomorrow morning, we'll begin releasing. We're just cross-checking those so that we don't, so we don't have any inaccuracies. But this process will speed up. We're working all night. We'll get that information out in the morning.
So to the families who are waiting, to the families who are searching, you say,
as I said today, I brought together all the faith-based community here. We had about 100 preachers for a meeting. They